And hello everyone. Welcome to another live stream. And welcome to Lindsay, Ontario, in Kawartha Lakes. It is about 26, 27 degrees Celsius right now. Pretty damn warm. And we're gonna have a nice little stroll around town here. For those who know, Kawartha Dairy has their original location here in Lindsay. And it's a drive-through. There's no indoor parts.
Yeah.
It's only a drive-through or walk-up window. And we will go find it eventually. But first I'll walk around town. Hey, Aiden. Hello, hello. Alex, welcome. Right now I'm walking to see the Scugog River, which runs through town. I've been wanting to come up here for a while, but I'd never do it in the winter because it is quite the trip out from Toronto, and in traffic you're sitting for close to 2 hours regularly. But here we are today. And just a quick reminder to hit the thumbs up if you're just coming in, and subscribe if you're new. Much appreciated as always. There's the Plateau Academy Theater. I guess they're playing Shrek the musical on July 23rd and 26th. There's what looks to be a trail down there. That's the McDonald Park West. And there's the river. There's a good number of people fishing here actually. Oh, nice. You've been here once, Alex? I've been very close. I've been to Peterborough and Fort Perry, so I guess on both sides, but never actually here. I don't know, should we take a walk on the trail? The connection's not great already, but I'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. While I was here, before the stream, I already met a guy who goes to Fan Expo in Toronto every year, although he lives here. And he says it's quite the trip out because there's no GO train. So he rents a car, but it's interesting because apparently he's already collected like 40 autographs or something like that. And seeing how expensive they are, that's impressive. This river is not clear at all. Not clear at all. There's a low-rise, mid-rise kind of condo going up there. Or I guess rental building. And that's going to be the highest building in town. Hey, John Rocks. Yeah, I think it's pretty nice here. It is far away indeed, yes. Quite far from Toronto. I have a ticket for FIFA Fan Festival today at the Fort York area in Toronto. That started at 1 p.m. and I didn't feel like going. I didn't feel like dealing with all the crowds and stuff, especially since soccer is not really my thing. The only thing I really watch is the Blue Jays, so I decided to pass that up and go here instead. It's a nice day. I'm sure I'll check out FIFA Fan Fest a different weekend. I have tickets for basically every single weekend. Saturday or Sunday, it doesn't matter. It is quite sunny today. There's clouds in the sky, but it is just so hot in general that the least bit of sun makes it very sweaty. At this rate, we'll have to go find that Kawartha dairy place sooner rather than later. Hey Tiana, welcome to Lindsay. Here I have to navigate by a map. So I have my Google Maps open basically the whole way. And did you find it, Tiana? It is close by Peterborough. Okay, so we're looking for a Logie or St. David Street to go back across the river. No, it's a 2-hour drive, Tiana, with traffic. If it's without traffic, it's like still over an hour, but it was almost 2 hours today because the 401 is always backed up at Oshawa and in that kind of area there. The 407 was easy peasy. All the other highways were also pretty straightforward, but the 401 at like Pickering, Oshawa kind of area. Always sucks. It was definitely not 7 hours though, because in that case that'd be a overnight trip. St. Peter Street. Oh, to you. Yeah. That guy just closed up shop and biked away. No more laundromat for today, I guess. Crazy. Open grocery and open video. Well, that's the thing, I wouldn't drive to the Salt. Seven hours is not for driving. That's for a train or a plane, but not in a car. There it is, St. David Street. We can take this down. And there should be a pedestrian path to cross over the river back to the main part. Oh, that was Queen Street, by the way. And this is King Street. There's the public transit. Lindsay Transit, ride smart. They don't even have, that's like just an accessibility bus. Actually, I don't know if like anyone can ride that, or if it's just for people with accessibility needs. There might not be actually any transit here. Let me check. There should be, but there is the green line, orange line, green line, red line, and blue line. That's the extent of the Lindsay Transit. Well, they pretty much cover the entire town. Yep, Liam is not in the chat today. But also, we have like 14 people watching. We're falling off. We just have like nobody watching basically. Crazy. So I think, yeah, this path here should get us across the river. And if not, we can continue on this road down towards Nyoro Park and Lions Riverview Park. Oh, there's also a Dairy Queen here. But it's one of the new ones that has the burgers and everything. The grill and chills. Oh, it is very warm. Yes, there is a bridge. Alright, we're crossing the river again. Ooh, there's a boat. You know what this reminds me of? When I was in Bracebridge, checking out Santa's Village. That one is much smaller than this town, but quite similar in fact. Probably just by the river. The town itself was a lot smaller. Like a ton. But Bracebridge is very, very much north of here. It's also west of here, but a lot north. Driving to Bracebridge was about three hours. That's because of the Barrie traffic. If it wasn't for the Barrie traffic, distance-wise, it's probably maybe 2.5-hour drive. Yes, a lot more than this. Alright, now we are on Russell Street East. There's a house for sale in Lindsay for 180,000, and it's the cheapest one. Wow, that's crazy. For a house, not even a condo. I guess it is just much cheaper than any big city. Makes sense. But that still seems quite cheap. Real estate is generally expensive. Look at that horse garden ornament there. That's cool. Yeah, guys, I'll be very surprised if this stream gets copyrighted by any music. And I don't think it will. Although it is so generally quiet here that if there was any music downtown, you could probably hear it across town. There's Simcoe Street. There's a very turquoise pickup truck down there. Oh, that's a big house. Starts from there and goes all the way here. Hello, Harjot. Welcome to Lindsay, where apparently we have mansion-like houses everywhere. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here later on, Tiana. Although it did get pushed back quite a bit. It was supposed to rain earlier. But as you can see, maybe, there's a big red warning on the weather app. And it says yellow watch, severe thunderstorm. Conditions are favorable for the development of severe thunderstorms that may be capable of producing strong wind gusts and large hail. Wind gusts up to 90 kilometers an hour. See, that's not good. So apparently it should rain today intermittently from 6:48 to approximately 8 p.m. It was supposed to rain around 3 actually and go into the night, but I guess it subsided, or the rain is just gonna pass Lindsay. Just very lightly. There's a nice tower on the church, which looks like it's under renos. It was crazy to me that you can park anywhere, and you also don't have to pay 20 bucks to park. Now that's nice. Now that I can get behind. Free parking. And the parking limit is 4 hours from Monday to Friday. Like what? 4-hour parking limits, and it's free. And it's only limited Monday to Friday. On weekends you can park however long you want. It's just crazy coming from Toronto to see all the parking options here. The lowest limit I saw was 1 hour parking today, and that was on the downtown street. It was like one of those curbside parkings. Oh, while it's not raining, it is certainly windy. Thankfully though, I have my DJI mic mini with the wind muff, so it shouldn't be that bad on stream. But I gotta say, the wind is welcome, because otherwise it is quite warm. 25 degrees is nothing to scoff at. It is in fact more degrees than people watching right now. Hey, look at this garden. Someone has style. And the house is quite nice too. That's cool. I feel like it's in progress. It's a work in progress, but I can see the vision. And the vision is very nice. All right, here's one of the main streets, Lindsay South, or just Lindsay Street, I guess. Here's one of the bus stops. As you can see, denoted by the color, the red line and the blue line stop here. Lindsay Street South and Russell Street East. Look at the signage here. That's a nice sign. I love the blue. There, for some reason, there's always a deluxe paints in small towns, but never the big ones. Or, I don't, like, maybe it's just very prominent here. I don't know why. What's up with the paint store? Could have easily just gotten a Home Depot or something. On the right side, on the right side we have a, well, it looks to be abandoned car wash. There's a, what was that previously? No idea. Some sort of restaurant that had a drive-thru. What could that have been? Wild something grill. I don't know what the hell he was honking at. Something like that. Fun fact, there's a Tim Hortons in here. In fact, there's 2 Tim Hortons in Lindsay, but not a single Starbucks. No Starbucks today, I guess. There is a Tim Hortons coming up, though. It should be on the right side. This house wine store is selling 30 bottles for $120. Do people really buy 30 bottles of wine at once? $40 bottles at that. Why would you want 30 bottles of wine that's only $40? I don't know. There's a Circle K, but it doesn't look like the gas station is working anymore. See, what is going on here? There's a Circle K store with, by the way, a Manulife Bank ATM. First of all, when do you ever see that? Second of all, the gas station isn't actually working. But there's the Tim Hortons. One of two Tim Hortons in Lindsay, Ontario. And absolutely no Starbucks. Apparently there's also a lot of crazy drivers. Wouldn't expect to see that, but there they are. The Dairy Queen should also be coming up, actually. Some way down from here. Oh yes, but first, we have a Ford Center. Ford service and parts. Ford Parts and Service. Not a dealership, mind you. Just a service department. Moines Ford. Or Moines Ford. I don't know. Hey Bob. Hey Bob, welcome to Lindsay. Home to Kawartha Dairy. Oh, I see. They split it up. So the parts and service is on the right, and the dealership is on the left. Isn't that fun? You buy a car, you leave the lot, and then you can go across the street straight to the service. Because your Ford will probably break down as soon as you leave the lot. You drive it off and straight into the garage. What a great purchasing experience. Yeah. I guess what, Bob? It's a great day to see the first ever Kawartha Dairy, which is still open, but it's a drive-through and a walk-up window. See, there's no inside portion. That's what's interesting. Kind of like that first Dairy Queen that Kevin and Janet recorded on a short. But except this will be a Kawartha Dairy version. Fix or repair daily. Yeah, might as well live. Might as well live at the service department then. And Don says fix or repair daily. Hey, you can't steal jokes. I'll literally just put it in the chat. There's the Dairy Queen. Here's a question. Who has better food? Dairy Queen or Tim Hortons? Because in all honesty, none of those two should be selling burgers and sandwiches. Or salads, but they are. Dairy Queen should stick to ice cream, and Tim Hortons... Oh. Maybe they should reinvest in some coffee machines. I don't know. Here's Mary Street. And if I remember correctly, Mary is a pretty important street, or like major wise. So I'm gonna actually take Mary. Away from Dairy Queen, yeah. Away from Dairy Queen. Oh, actually, good call, because that in fact is the last street that is pedestrian until, well, yeah. Essentially, this is the town edge for pedestrians. Although there are sidewalks running south. I'm not gonna test my luck though. Kawartha Lakes. Your first purchase car was a Ford Escort, and it ran pretty well for many years. That's cool, Bob. I wonder if the cars that police forces use are generally just better. Than the other models. Because it is true, like the Ford Explorer, which is a car that police forces use, isn't that bad. In fact, like, any car will be a good car if you keep up good maintenance, but some brands are just worse for luck. Hey, guess what sign I see? Crayola. I'm not kidding. Is there a Crayola factory in Lindsay? What is this? Hold on a sec. What is this gem that we found? Crayola. Manufacturer. Gemini says, remember that this building is a corporate office and does not offer public tours. Yo, guys, there's no way we just found a random Crayola factory. What the hell? Oh my god. Legitimately a Crayola factory. I did not know this. I didn't know there's a Crayola in Lindsay. Look at this wall. With all the different, they look at so they painted the different crayons, but the papers are different. The wrappers, as they evolve over the years. It is crazy done. Nobody told me Crayola was in Lindsay. This is like, this is cool, but why is it here? Why is it not anywhere cooler? Lindsay, Ontario has Crayola factory. Okay, well, there's a fun fact I can throw around. This is just funny. Wow. Legitimately, this might be the staple of the town. Not gonna lie. Crayola. We need a short of this. Hold on, guys. Let me record a short. Hello, everyone. We're here in Lindsay, Ontario, and I randomly stumbled upon the Crayola corporate offices. And look at that amazing wall. Reminder, they do not have public tours, but you should definitely come and check out the mural here, depicting all the years of Crayola. This is at 15 Mary Street West, a Hallmark company. Wow, that's insane. Crayola. Who could have guessed? I didn't either, Bob. It's a Hallmark company. Yeah, color you with Crayolas, right, Bob? Welcome. I don't know if I'm allowed to go here, but look, like, just look at that wall. Oh my god. This is cool. We found... Oh my god. Oh, this is actually going on the Instagram as well. This is too cool to pass up. We're posting a reel. Hey Kevin, welcome to the Crayola offices in Lindsay, which I did not know were here. Wow. This is like the most colorful building I've seen in a while. I wonder if they painted the walls with crayons. They must have, right? They must have crayoned on the walls. Hey Juliet. Hey, there's a Camaro. There's lighthouse cabinetry. Hey, look at that tower. Look at that tower, and I'm still not getting full signal. Come on, Bell. It says I'm on Bell 5G, but we're not even getting 2 megabytes. What is going on? Let me try restarting, actually. Yep, still under 2. Crazy. Well, as long as it's not buffering. That sounds fine. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's streaming fine. And I think it's streaming in good quality. But it's just, for some reason, the connection's not great. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's just the area. I don't know. But like, it's the whole town like this. It has never really risen above 2.5 Mbps. And the YouTube short uploaded lightning fast. So on Telus, I'm getting full bars in 5G. Same on Bell. But for some reason the stream doesn't go above 2. That's what's baffling me. Like, clearly the connection is perfect. I don't know why it doesn't want to stream in any higher quality. That's what's weird. I see on the map there's a Canadian Tire. And there's a mall. Shall we check out the mall, ladies and gents? Would you guys like to see the mall in Lindsay? We are going to take Albert Street and turn off from Mary here. If you guys want me to try and go into the mall, say something, because if not, I'll just be walking out around. There's a convenience store on the right, Q Convenience. Let me guess, a bottle of Coke is gonna be like $4. Probably. Right, I guess no one wants to go into the mall. That's fine. It would be nice to cool down, yeah. I mean, I am planning to grab Kawartha Dairy on the live stream while we're still live, but I might check out the mall afterwards anyway, see what's up. I don't get out to Lindsay often, so I'll see what I can do. There's a lot of car service centers I'm noticing. There's another one, Clancy's. Here's Durham Street West. More residential down there. Hey, here's a frankly named restaurant. Noodle Bistro. Here's a bus stop for the Orange Line. I love how there's no numbers. So if you're colorblind, then good luck. They're all just color-coded buses. There is Melbourne Street West. And we are walking north on Albert. There's a long driveway. Oh, actually to several houses, I guess. There's a house all the way down inside. I wonder why some of the street signs are blue while others are green. I don't know if there's a reason to that. But it seems a bit random. What's also interesting is that bus stop is Blue Line. So it seems to me there are the bus lines make a lot of turns everywhere. I wonder if they serve just as many side streets as possible. Look at that house with a nice red roof. Oh, there's a condo development. 20 Green Arbor Way. Now selling. Luxury condo living in downtown Lindsay. The railway lands. At least they're not high rises. It looks like they're only 6 stories high. Which is cool. The highest building we've seen was, I think, 7 or 8 stories down by the river there. The one that's under construction still. Actually, I think that's one of the developments that they're selling on the posters here. There we have Kent Street. We're gonna turn left and walk towards the mall and see what it looks like. Hey, look at that, there's a Barbarita. And that there is a school. Here's a bus stop for the Green Line and Orange Line. Y91.9. Greatest hits of all time. What, in this building here? A radio station? That's a cool building though. I don't think it's suited for a radio station, but that's cool. They would greatly benefit from a very boring square design, but okay. On the right we have the Lindsay Collegiate and Vocational Institute. As we approach the mall, we'll have Yoshi's favorite restaurants come up. A show of hands, who knows what it is? Of course, Yoshi's not in the chat. Alright, there's a hospital. So this is called the Ross Memorial Hospital. Kind of looks like the old Humber River in Toronto. The old Humber River Hospital before they built the Keel branch. Oh, I see a KFC up ahead. But that's not Yoshi's favorite restaurant. Here, Lindsay Fish and Grill. There's the other second Tim Hortons. Yes, there's literally just two. Oh yeah, the Tim Hortons and the Wendy's all together, of course. And I see Yoshi's favorite restaurant. I see the Golden Arches. And here they have a play place. A 24 hours play place, in fact. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the McDonald's of Lindsay. And there we have a Shoppers Drug Mart. That's the second one I've seen today. A&W and Fat Bastard Burrito up ahead. Oh, I guess it didn't show on the map, but there's another Tim Hortons. We have Chuck's Roadhouse, Little Caesars Pizza. There's the massive Canadian Tire on the left. Staples. There's a Food Basics. There's a Mission thrift store. Hey, we have a bulk barn. That's nice. There's a M&M food market, the beer store. Swiss Chalet across the street. It looks like this is the place for all the shopping or the food and lunch destination. Most of your popular food spots are here. Oh, there's a Subway as well. There's a dollar store. Although there should be a Dollarama inside the mall as well. There's your Planet Fitness. There's the beer store, which is, most interestingly, has a orange colorway to it. I don't know why. Also, the Tim Hortons sign is slightly more orange than red. I wonder if it's just burned out or something. Hey, Marie Palmer, hello, hello. Welcome to Lindsay, Ontario. And there is Lindsay Square, the mall. All right. That does not really look like a mall. It looks more like I don't know, a random shopping center. Hey, there's a Pizza Hut though, and a Burger King. Winners, Sport Check, Ardeen, Rexall Drugstore. No Dollarama. I thought there was a Dollarama, but I guess not. But there's your Swiss Chalet. And we also have Loblaws. There's a Popeyes up there as well. But I'm not gonna go there because this is basically the edge of town, west-wise. I don't know if you can see that, but we're basically on the edge. We have to go back east. I'll go up to the next street, Colborne Street West, and that'll take us back downtown, where we can eventually go south again and find that Kawartha Dairy location, which is once again only drive-through and a walk-up window, no inside spot. There's your Loblaws, probably my go-to grocery store. Oh yeah, and a Harvey's, because Swiss Chalet and Harvey's are always together. Oh, the beer store is self-serve. Actually, I can't really know. This place is called Lindsay, but also the Kawartha Lakes name is dead center on this town on the map. So I wonder if the town is called Kawartha Lakes or the town is called Lindsay, or is Kawartha Lakes just a massive area that happens to epicenter in Lindsay? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards too, Tiana, because Lindsay seems to be the name on everything here, like businesses and all that. But Kawartha Lakes just, I guess, is the Kawartha Lakes region, and the center of it so happens to be Lindsay. I think that's how it works. On the right we have the Lindsay Optimist Soccer Park. I think Lindsay is like Toronto to the GTA, but in Kawartha Lakes. It's just the biggest area, and all the outside little towns are part of Kawartha Lakes. Right up ahead should be Colborne Street, which will take east back into the city, back into the main part. I like it too, Tiana. This is quite nice. Apart from some of the crazy drivers early in the stream, this is very enjoyable. Very. And now we are on Colborne Street. Walking back downtown. Slowly wrapping our way around the city before we head dead center and towards Kawartha Dairy. Here it is again. The Optimist Soccer Park. See, here you go, Tiana. It says City of Kawartha Lakes. But everything is named to Lindsay for some reason, which makes it so confusing. If the city itself is called Kawartha Lakes, maybe the city is just a very big area, and then the town is Lindsay specifically. Oh, okay. The community of Lindsay in the city of Kawartha Lakes. Interesting. I'm just so used to saying city as in like Toronto, and then having most or the entire city populated, while Kawartha Lakes looks more like just a collection of small towns. That's why it's confusing to me. Where most of the city is unpopulated and just a bit of highways connecting all the smaller towns like Bobcaygeon and Lindsay, for example. Here's Angeline Street. Here's Sussex Street North. And then we'll have Vic Park. And I'm gonna take Victoria Park south. Actually, you should be able to see the Victoria Park Armory at Victoria Park, close to Kent Street, before we reach Kawartha Dairy. And Kawartha Dairy, Lindsay, if I'm not mistaken, is the second ever location to be opened after the original headquarters in Bobcaygeon. But it's more special because it is solely a drive-through and a walk-up window without an indoor seating portion. Hey, bestest timer born, hello. Here's Victoria Avenue. Oh, that nice building there is the Kawartha Lakes Museum and Archives, and clearly closed for renovations to the entrance, I'm guessing. There's a sign for no snowmobiles. This Victoria Avenue is a nice stroll, actually. Hey Karen, really? That's cool. We did pass the Dairy Queen on the stream today. Well, we actually made the turn by Dairy Queen. I didn't go inside, but yeah. That's cool, yeah. There's people we know that live here. Hey, there's the police service building. I saw the fire headquarters for Kawartha Lakes and Lindsay here. Right beside where I parked, in fact. And here is the police service. All rainbowy for Pride Month, of course. There's the armory, right behind the park there. And here are the paramedic administrative offices. Hello, Diva. Yes, we're going to Kawartha Dairy. That's essentially going to mark the end of the stream. Not really. I'll walk back to Kent Street after Kawartha Dairy, just closer to where I parked. But yeah, we're pretty much there. And you're eating moose tracks, nice. There's another Tim Hortons. Hey, Google Maps didn't show most of them. It only showed me 2 for some reason.
Wait.
Here's Kent Street, 1857. (1857) being the year Lindsay was named, of course. Hey Leo, how are ya? Lindsay Transit. Ride smart. Oh, the seats look pretty nice inside actually. Hello there. Kawartha. Oh, there's some tables, so I can put the gimbal down and sit down and
walk sign is on.
Devour the ice cream. Good. Kawartha Dairy Barn, we made it. Very, very old place. The Kawartha Dairy Company, Dairy Barn. Shop from your car. See, it's mostly a drive-through with a small walk-up window. How is that for you guys?
Yeah, you're right. I'm coming back. This way. Hey, Remy. I'm losing my friggin' ice cream.
Can I get the Black Raspberry Thunder?
That's in a cup or a cone?
Cup.
Cup? Baby cup? You want a 1 scoop, 2 scoops?
1 scoop.
Cup? That's it?
That's it.
What do you want, baby cup? $6.55.
Thank you.
Hi. What do you want?
Oh, there goes the paper. Oh well, it's only a receipt. I don't think it actually had an order number or anything. Oh, it's already there. This is the Black Raspberry?
Yeah, Black Raspberry Thunder. You got a large chocolate shake?
Alright. Now the key is to sit in the sun where the ice cream will melt quicker. Alright. There's our Black Raspberry Thunder. Ooh. Let's see how it is. I've not had this flavor before. It kind of reminds me of the bubblegum one, but more tame. Cheers, everyone. Mmm. Very good. There we go. Kawartha ice cream in Kawartha Lakes. It had to be done. Very good. Especially good on this very warm 26 degrees day. Mmm. Delish. Now it says the rain is supposed to start at 7 p.m. so it got pushed back even more. But now it's going to continue past 10.
What's in here?
See, the weather always changes. The rain is getting pushed back more and more. Yep, that's cold. Ice cream on ice cream. And this, in my opinion, is the best way to spend a Saturday. Eating Kawartha dairy ice cream in Lindsay, in Kawartha Lakes. Second ever location to be opened. Much better than struggling through FIFA crowds, that's for sure. Here, hold on, I'll fix it. I will restart my phone and hopefully that'll fix. Yeah. Nothing I can do. It's just a connection. It has been this way the entire way. I'm on 5G, so it's the best it's gonna get, I guess. Too bad. Very good.
Why is the cloud down now? Oh, because it's gonna turn dark.
As you can see, all done. Now that was delish. That's a great flavor. I can't believe I've never had it before. The black raspberry thunder? What was it again? Black Raspberry Storm. Either way, that was fire. Just an amazing flavor. Alright, we're back to Kent. And this is basically where we started from. I recognize Kindred Cafe. And I'll be parked somewhere behind there. So thank you guys for watching. I am sorry about the connection. There's quite literally nothing I can do, because it shows 5G, full bars on 5G at that, and it's still not quite working well. But anyways, I hope at least some of it is visible. If nothing else, I had fun. But I hope you guys also did. And yeah, that's about it. No super chats today, so no selfie. But I will, as always, catch you on the next one. And you know, ciao for now.